Hello everyone. So today we'll talk about this problem. It is valid palindrome problem. Okay, let us read the description. So it faces a phrase is a palindrome with converting all the uppercase letters into lowercase letters and removing all non-alphanumeric characters. It reads the same forward and backward. Okay, pretty simple statement here. Alphanumeric characters includes letters and numbers. Okay, so what is they given? They given a string, okay, in which there are some alphanumeric non-alphanumeric characters also, like comma, colon, question mark, something like that. Okay, we just need to ignore those and see if by converting all the uppercase letters into lowercase letters, if they are equal or not, if we read from forward and if we read from backward. That is it. Okay, so that is the problem statement. Alphanumeric characters are only letters and numbers, so we just need to look into the letters, capital, small letters and digits. So return as if it is true, okay, otherwise false. Example is this: a man, a plan, a canal, Panama. Okay, so if you read it from forward and backward, it is same only. Okay, that's why it is written true here. Race a car is false because it is not a palindrome. Empty string is palindrome because when you after removing a non-alphanumeric characters, it will be something like this. And since an empty string reads the same forward and backward, it is a palindrome. Okay, and they have given this constants as from 1 to 2 into 10 to the power 5 can be the s dot length, and s contains only the printable ASCII characters. Okay, so the problem statement is pretty simple. Okay, now let us think about the solution, how we can solve this problem. Okay, one solution is that we can check for the valid thing. If it is valid, just make another new string. Okay, new string s and just read it from forward and backward. That can be there, but that will be using of extra variable. Let us try to do with the one without using any variables directly. Okay, we are going to be using 2-pointer approach. So what is this 2-pointer approach is that we'll be having 2 pointers, that is we can call it I and j. Okay, both of them will be checking the characters for the left and right one. Okay, first they are going to be checking whether they are valid or not. Okay, if they are valid means they are either can be characters or numbers. Okay, so if they are valid, then we are going to be checking they are equal or not. If they are equal, then we are going to be moving the pointers inside. Otherwise, if they are not equal, just return the false. Okay, so that is the thing. And once we have done checking all those things, we just need to return true in that case. Okay, so what we are going to be doing, we have having 2 pointers, that is int I, int j, and j will be s dot length -1, which is at the last character. Now we are going to be writing this group. Okay, one I less than equals to j. In that we are going to be making 2 characters, character a, which is nothing but s dot, in order to just get that caret of I. Same thing for b1. Okay, and we can get that character b from j. Once we have done that, now we are going to be checking if it is a is valid or not. So if we are going to be writing that function, I didn't write anything like that, but I will write it. So if it is not a valid thing, if a is not a valid character, which means I just need to increment I plus plus. Another thing is that I need not to go into other things, just break the loop. Okay, because it is not a valid, why we will be checking for any other things. Correct. Now else if we are going to be doing the same thing for the b1. Okay, just remove this one. Okay, a b1, and then we will be, instead of I plus plus, we will be doing b minus minus, sorry, j minus minus. Correct. Now, and the last thing is that we are going to be checking if they are equal or not. So if it is a is valid, if b is valid, then we are going to be checking this thing. If it is not equal, like a and b are not equal, a comma b, in that case what we will be doing, will be just returning false, and this will be just nullifying the thing. Okay, it will just end the program here. Otherwise, if all the conditions are like a is valid and b is valid, okay, and a is also equals to b, then in that case what we'll do, we'll do I plus plus j minus minus. Okay, and yeah, that is it what we're going to be doing. And once we come out of this loop, which means all things are correct, Okay, in that case need to return true. Now we just need to write these two functions. Okay, static will be very public static boolean, because it is going to be returning true and false. Boolean is valid. Okay, character A, same thing, same program for is equal also. Is equal characters, but in this we will be having two characters, character A and character B. Okay, so here we're just going to be checking for those. So we'll be having three things here. Okay, I'll tell what are the three things. First, that character A, we can write A if it is greater than equals to 0 and A is less than equals to 9, which means only the numbers. Okay, I'll just copy this. Same thing for this one, same thing for this one, but here instead of 0 we'll be having small a, instead of 9 we'll be having small z, instead of this one we'll be having capital, and this with this. Okay, if this condition are met, which means it is a valid, and we are only going to be checking if it is a valid. Okay, then we are having this equal. Okay, equal thing can be having two things. What is it? Number. Another thing is the characters. So we just need to check if a is greater than basically this condition. So we can simply paste here. If this is the condition, in that case we just need to turn a equals to b. Okay, otherwise we are going to be checking like else condition. We can say that check for the other thing. What is the other thing? Other thing is simply to convert the small capital letter into small letter and check it whether they are equal or not. So characters to lowercase a. Okay, simply copy this, equals to b. Okay, so that is it. That is the program that we are going to be writing. So let us repeat that I equals to 0, s is the right one, and we are running this while loop. Okay, this while loop takes a character, b character. If a is not valid, just I ++ continue it, break the loop, like basically continue, fast forward the loop. Else if b is not valid, just do the minus and continue. If both are valid, which you go into this program. Okay, I is equals to a comma b, return false, I ++ j - return true. Boolean is valid is checking this program. Okay, if this condition is bad, this is valid thing. Otherwise boolean is equals to is going to be running. Okay, and then we will be having two things for checking numbers, okay, and characters. Okay, let us try to run the code. It's comma okay, here we missed it, 1 semicolon. Another thing also, here also we missed it, and here also we missed it. Let us. Okay, so it has been successfully accepted, the solution. Let's try to submit it. Okay, we have successfully completed the program. So that's it for this video. I hope you got it. We'll see in the next video with another such problems.